and I am so excited to be here. Tonight is going to be a dynamic show of incredible stories of transformation and upliftment. And before we get started, I just want to do a wellness check. How's everybody doing? Woo! Amazing. You know, I feel great because Christmas is just around the corner, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and my birthday. So I'm really excited. I am a big baby when it comes to my birthday. If people forget, I get a little bit sullen and sulky. So don't forget. But I just have to say that this year has been a year of lessons and blessings, and I've grown so much as an individual, and I'm really looking forward to 2026. With all sincerity, I think there's so much growth to happen in 2026, and I'm excited to, if God permits, 18 years with the Nikki Clarke Show in October of next year, so we'll see how far this mission extends. But I just want to thank you again for your support and watching the show. So let's get started. Today on the show, we welcome Karen Richards. She's a powerhouse coach, founder of Natasha Coaching, a dynamic leader helping people elevate their mindset and step into their purpose. So please give a warm welcome for Karen Richards.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you for having me here.
Oh, you're welcome. You look stunning. I love the blue.
Thank you.
Yes.
It was just for you, for your birthday.
I appreciate you did well. So we have, I think, a lot of things in common. I love the fact that you're from the UK. I was there in the summer to witness my daughter getting married, and I love it.
Yes, for all the UK people in the house.
Someone's pointing in the back. Love it. But yeah, how long have you been living in Canada?
Over 20 years
Over
now.
20 years.
Yes.
Okay. But you
yes.
go back.
I go back. I try to go back every year, but it's been about two years now. But yeah, I try to go back every year.
Is it London where you were?
I'm from South London.
South
For any South London people listening.
And my daughter and her husband live in Brixton, and that was a vibe in the summertime.
Yes, that's not far from where I am.
Okay.
So Brixton, it used to be maybe like Jane and Finch for Toronto, but now it's all modernized and very different.
I love it. It's like the hub of art and music and just a fantastic vibe.
Yeah.
All right. So let's learn about what you do. Can you share your personal journey leading up to Natasha Coaching?
Yeah, so before I became a coach, a certified coach, I worked in corporate for over 20 years, and then I was 10 years in the financial industry. And as a black woman, I hit a ceiling, and there was no room for me to grow. And I found that there was opportunities where I can help other individuals like myself going through transitions and being stuck. And I decided 8 years ago, I decided to start Natasha Coaching.
Excellent. So what transformation do your clients typically experience through you?
So many of them come to me pretty much tired. I don't know if you know the feeling of being tired and stuck in your job. They're stressed out. Many of them are from a toxic environment. So when I work with them, I really help them to transition, not into self-employment, really staying where they are unless they say otherwise, but how to navigate those type of waters, because that's where I came from.
Okay, and what are some of the challenges you've encountered as a coach, and how have they shaped your approach?
Yeah, so the challenges I find nowadays, I think everyone can relate, everyone's pretty much stressed out. Everyone is stressed out, they feel stuck, they lack confidence, and they don't know really where to go, and they sort of lack purpose, because right now we're being overstimulated with a lot of technology, a lot of notifications, and it's not really giving us a path. I find that everyone now is a subject matter expert online, and so no one really has direction. Everyone is following someone else's dream and not following their own. So those are some major challenges that I see. And then with transformation, I help you to sort of rebuild confidence and find some clarity and purpose in where you want to go. So that's what I help to navigate with different leaders.
That's excellent. You know, I think of, you know, even myself having confidence in certain areas of expertise. And when you join the corporate kind of force, sometimes that confidence can be shaken because someone may challenge your expertise, or there might be some kind of education that you haven't stepped into. How do you navigate through that?
Yeah, it's very difficult, depending, what level you are, because some places you can have influence and impact and other people don't. So I really help you find your voice. And confidence is, like, I'd say, the number one, and communication. Strong communication to me goes hand in hand. So I work with you, in a phased out approach as to what feels comfortable for you. But I really deal with what's going on inside of you, so I don't just deal with the outside person, because many times confidence and communication comes from on the inside. So I really do provide, find out who you are, what you're capable of being, and sort of reimagine what that would look like, and we just take slow steps towards progress.
And can you share a client situation, of course, not divulging their information, but just the journey they took before and after? What did that look like?
Yeah, I have so many stories, and honestly, what I do when I first started, I never thought that I would be where I am today. And one of the most recent stories was a senior leader in an organization, and she lacked confidence and sort of sense of purpose. She was overly stressed. She was in a very toxic environment with microaggressions and in quite a senior position, but she still didn't really know how to navigate that. So we worked together and we put a little plan together as to how she can move forward. And with that, she got a sense of self. I think she lost who she was during the whole transition of working in corporate, being two different people, the corporate person and then the personal side of you. And, you're one in the same, so we combined them. And after we finished our work together, we rebuilt who she was, what she stood for. She found her voice, and she actually left that position and stepped into a more senior role within the organization after we had finished.
Fantastic. Of the clients that approach you, would you say it's 50 men, 50% women? Have you noticed a trend of the clients that see you?
Yes, I'd say maybe 60% of my clients are women, but more and more men are actually looking for how to lead empathetically in their leadership, and also try to find out to do other things other than just working for an organization. So a lot of men are trying to do side hustles, become self-employed, and they don't know how to do that. So as well as executive coaching, I do business coaching as well, because I want everyone to be an entrepreneur.
Excellent. And can you just expand on empathetic leadership?
Yes, of course. So for me, empathetic leadership is someone having compassion. I'm very much grounded in being empathetic myself and building up that emotional resilience and emotional intelligence. So when you're leading from the front, you really have to have a sense of empathy and build relationships with people, and that's what I do. That's what I like to do with my clients as well.
Excellent. So what sets you apart from other coaches?
Ooh, okay. So I believe that I have a more holistic approach. So I would say my accent, but that won't get me far.
I love it, by the way.
Yes, I really am quite doing a lot of work in the community. So I come from a community perspective. I bring a holistic approach, like I mentioned before. I don't think you should just be looking at the profession. I think you should be looking at the person and the professional person. They're one in the same. So I bring that to the table, as well as I'm very much into the emotional intelligence and resilience, and also just the leadership piece. I want us professionals to have that leadership piece and that business acumen, because I think you bring a lot to that when you are going in corporate as well as self-employment.
Yeah, I think emotional intelligence is so important. I mean, you can have the credentials for days, but to navigate the space of interacting with people, that's very important.
And a lot of people, just want to add, a lot of people have talent, but they're just not in the right space to notice what that talent is. So sometimes you don't realize how much talent you have until you speak to someone that doesn't know you, and then they can kind of bring that out of you. So.
Absolutely. takes someone like you
Yes,
to
yes, of
extract
course.
that from them.
Yes.
Excellent. So any programs or workshops coming up for you?
Yes, I have a new initiative. It's a women's inner circle that for professional senior leaders that I'm rolling out in 2026. You have to apply in order to, or be on the Nikki Clarke Show, or be affiliated with Nikki Clarke, or tag Nikki Clarke to be a part of it. And really that inner circle is for us women to have a space where we can have intellectual stimulating conversations and connect with each other. So if you need something, you have that inner circle that you can be your first point of contact. And then I'm rolling out some digital, because we're in a digital world now, Nikki.
Yes,
I know
we are.
for us old schoolers, we have to catch up. But we're in a digital world, so I'm rolling out some digital, my Digital Elevate program that I now do on my own. I'm going to have that digital for other organizations to have it self-learned.
That's fantastic. Proud of you.
Thank you.
That is huge. That is huge. So how can people connect with you?
At Karen Natasha Coaching, that's my website, that's my LinkedIn, and that's my IG. I'm not on TikTok, sorry, not yet.
Okay. Before we wrap up, can you take a look at the audience lens? And for someone who is contemplating speaking to a coach, what would you tell them right now?
I would tell them that you need to believe in yourself. You need to know that you can reach out for help. I know, especially in our community, reaching out for support is not something that we typically do. But you can reach out to me just to even have a conversation. So it's not just about coaching and trying to book me so that you can elevate yourself. It's just having another resource and someone that you can speak to about your personal or professional life. I'm happy to help.
Excellent. Karen Richards, everyone.
Thank
Please
you.
reach out to her.
Thank you.
Check her out on social media. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. How's everybody doing? Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining us here at the Nikki Clarke Show. It's our very special holiday edition. We're celebrating all the great festivities, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and my birthday, and all the other December birthdays. If you're celebrating a birthday in December, I wish you a very, very happy birthday. You deserve the best. So thank you so much for joining us today. And we have yet another stellar interview with Sharifa Manning. She is the CEO of Customer Experience Architect, Inc., with over 25 years of expertise. She's revolutionizing how businesses connect, serve, and lead by just the way she is insightful and inspirational. So please put your hands together for Sharifa Manning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Nikki, and a happy birthday to you next week.
Thank you so much. And I have to say again on air that you look absolutely stunning. I understand that you designed your outfit, so it's just beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
And how long have you been designing?
I had a passion for fashion since I was a little child. I look at pictures when I was 4 years old with my siblings, and I see myself in like all my mother's bangles and her clip-on earrings in my nose, and doing all of these crazy things with clothing. So it was something that was always inside of me.
Mm-hmm.
But when I began to search for my purpose and like what am I on earth for as
Right.
a vessel,
Yes.
it came out, it birthed itself. And myself and my husband going to events and people saying, oh my gosh, you guys look so good. You know, where did you get that from? Can you get that for me? And it just became a business as well.
That's fantastic. I love the innovation. And let's shout out to the fan club here, husband and grandchild and children. Make some noise for yourself. Yay. Do you want to acknowledge, want to share names?
Yes, I have 6 children actually. So
And they're all
Shemaiah,
beautiful.
my eldest is Shemaiah. Then I have Nehemiah, Jeremiah, Rakia, Zakiah, Zephaniah, and my granddaughter is Yamiko.
They're just stunning.
Thank you.
Good job, Mom and Dad. Very
Thank you.
good. All right. Well, this is your second time on the show, so I'm
Yes.
really happy to have you back.
Thank you for having me.
I'm learning so much about what you do and the way that you pivot, and keep innovating. So let's talk about your incredible career over 25 years in customer service and leadership. So what inspired you to create the Customer Experience Architect, Inc.?
For me, Nikki, it was just the passion for good customer service. When I was going to different drive-throughs and calling into 1-800 numbers, I often found myself coaching the employees, or if I was with my kids in the car, I would be like, what do you think about that interaction with that representative? And we would actually provide feedback at the end of the call, like coaching, and if it was a great call or conversation or interaction, what I would do is provide a commendation. And doing that, I was like, oh my goodness, like I am really, I'm coaching people. This is something that I love to do, so why don't I turn it into a business? And then when I spoke to my eldest sister, Aisha, about my dreams, and that was many years ago, and she said, whenever you're ready, this is such an amazing idea, Sharifa, and when you are ready to start this business, I am going to invest in it, and I'm going to pay for you to incorporate your business. And so I put it on my vision board, I wrote it out, I wrote the vision and made it plain. And when I was ready to start, and when I saw that my passion for customer service continued to grow in every interaction, I was like, it is time.
I love that. And I know that you were in Jamaica recently.
Yes.
Now, I am Jamaican. I was born in Kingston, Jamaica. My family lives in Jamaica. And I've had a few run-ins of not the best customer service.
Atrocious.
So, how did it work out? You know, just being there to impart wisdom, sharing what customer service excellence looks like.
It was amazing. I was well received by the island of Jamaica. I was endorsed by the General Consulate of Jamaica, which was so amazing, and I felt so, there was just no words. It was just a profound experience because though the interactions with the businesses were so poor, it was well received. I did a workshop in Jamaica at the summit, and I had a full house. And the day of the workshop, we had a flash flood of torrential rain. There was flooding everywhere. I was accommodated. They moved the workshop to another location of the summit, and I had a full house. I was on the radio, I was on TV, and it was absolutely amazing. And because the customer service in the West Indies is so atrocious and egregious, everybody was just like, this is what we need. You know, from the airport straight through to the restaurants, my husband was just like, can I see your manager, please? Because, you know, you go to the drive-thru and you're like, what do you have to eat? And they're like, the menu is right there, sir. You can't read. Like,
You can't
it was
read.
just
Could I have some rice? Rice cooking not working.
rice done, chicken done,
When I
oxtail
have
done.
that. When I have that.
When I have that.
Yes, yes. Oh, music to my ears. We just kind of expect it now, but it's such a beautiful surprise when you can get that outstanding customer service. So keep doing what you're doing.
Of
Are you
course.
planning on going back to the West Indies?
I am. I was supposed to go back in October to do another TV interview with a major television program. However, with the hurricane, I haven't been able to go back, but I am planning with my PR to go back in the next couple of months and really focus on how to provide excellent customer service in the face of like tragedies, and how we're going through the hurricane and we're rebuilding, but we still need to go to work. And everybody still has a customer, whether it's external or internal. How are we going to manage, and how are we going to still provide great service even though life is lifing for us? So I'm kind of pivoting what my focus is going to be. I want to do a workshop, and I'm going to do a different kind of tour in Jamaica, so that's coming up.
Excellent. So before we go, can you give us top 2 tips businesses can start doing right away to elevate their customer experience?
Number 1, I would say, is to get a referral program, right? Start to recognize your customers for being a referral or getting you a referral. As well as that, build employee morale and engagement. Because when you have poor employee morale and engagement, your employees are not going to perform for you. And then come and speak from a place of the whys. When we're speaking to our employees or to our customers, be transparent and speak of the whys. We often talk about what to do and how to do it, and we never explain why we're doing it. So businesses need to come from a place of the whys, because then you have everybody's buy-in, right? I think that's very important as well. And then for in-person interaction, smile,
Yes.
make eye contact, and make a great comment to your customer is the stuff that you can start to do. And great customer service is your best way to create referrals and to have amazing marketing, right? And that is a great way to increase your return on your investment, where you can spend your money on boosting employee morale, having an engagement survey or whatever it is. You can put the money elsewhere and let your customers be your marketers. Because one bad interaction, actually somebody would go and tell 10 people about that interaction.
Yep.
So why don't you just take that and give someone a great customer experience, let them be your marketers, and then you keep that money in your pocket and let you have the opportunity to put it towards your employees to build employee morale and have a great company.
I love that. You know what I'd also like to add, which you probably already have under your arsenal, is responsiveness. I like when, you know, people respond to you right away, and also not having to be perfect, and to just take accountability and say, you know what, I don't know right now, but I'll find someone who can help you. I love that.
Absolutely. Like
Builds trust.
It does. What I was telling during my workshop in Jamaica was respond to people in 24 hours. If someone sends you an email, respond in 24 hours, because that was something that I experienced, did not get any responses, and it's very poor, and I took my business elsewhere, right?
Yeah.
So being responsive and also taking accountability, knowing how to deal with escalations, customer complaints, putting yourself in the customer's shoes, it goes such a long way.
Absolutely. I just love your pearls of wisdom. Thank you so much for sharing. And where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram under I am Sharifa Manning, or the Customer Experience Architect, or you can call me at 289-939-3291. My website is also thecustomerexperiencearchitect.com, and I will offer you a complimentary one-on-one session with me to see what I can do to bring your business to the next level.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sharifa Manning, everyone.
Thank you, Nikki.
Customer service excellence. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. I'm your host, Nikki Clarke, and I want to give a very special tribute to Heusner Media Group, a creative powerhouse transforming how stories are told. Their bold vision, innovation, and commitment to excellence have uplifted brands, empowered communities, and inspired countless voices. Thank you, Heusner Media Group, for your leadership, integrity, and outstanding contribution to the media landscape. All right, welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show and another wellness check. How's everybody doing? Excellent, excellent. Oh, it's such an exciting time of the year, and I'm really, really happy that you're here to share this moment with me. So I am so excited to introduce a good friend. She is back on the show for the second time, and she is an international speaker, a retreat leader, and founder of SNS Powered by Love. And after a powerful career shift, she now guides others towards self-love, healing, and purpose. So please put your hands together for Satie Nairan. Simon.
Thank you. So nice seeing all those lovely people out there. Thank you for coming.
Yes, they're super lovely. Love everybody's outfits.
Nice
looking
seeing you, Nikki.
shiny. Thank you. You look amazing.
Thank you so much.
How are you feeling tonight? How do you feel about the holidays coming up?
A little bit overwhelmed because
Yes.
I've been traveling a bit recently, and actually just came back last week, and just all the Christmas things that's happening and events. A little bit overwhelmed.
It can be overwhelming.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I love December. I think December is the best month of the year. Like I know it's cold, it's February's weather right now, but the lights and just all those events that are happening
Okay.
lifts your spirit a little, yes.
And you have your other half in the United States, is that correct?
Yes, I live part-time in the United States in Las Vegas. My husband is American, and he is with me. I brought him back.
Okay.
We've had some life challenges, and he cannot be on his own at the moment, yes.
Okay, yeah. Well, please give my regards to him. Yeah.
Yes, I will.
So tell us about, what you've been up to with the SNS Powered by Love. Can you tell us about that journey?
Yeah, well, you know how it all started during COVID. I've had a over 30-year career in the federal government as a tax auditor and
CPA.
before CPA, banking, and during COVID, it's the first time in my life that we've been locked down in Canada, and I've never experienced that. And so we had that quietness, all that free time of not traveling and actually no human contact.
Yeah.
And I was able to spend some more time in that stillness and thinking about my life and my purpose. And when I came to Canada all those years ago, the dreams we had as a kid, I did a lot
Where
of.
did you come from?
I came from Guyana, so
Oh.
Caribbean culture.
2 other Guyanese?
Yeah, you Guyanese? Wow. Yes, and right, and just being, I love my job. I was a comfortable, well-loved job, and people don't leave it. But the idea came to my head like, oh my God, what I'm doing, we only have X number of time on earth, and I did a lot of self-help, the Tony Robbins and the Dean Graziosis and broadcast like a badass, and I got the idea, I'm gonna quit my job, but I can't tell anybody that I'm going to do that because it's a crazy idea. So I planned that secretly, and that's how about that this is what I'm going to be doing, like just follow my purpose, and that's how SNS was formed, SNS Powered by Love.
Okay, well, when you're coming from a banking tradition, it's corporate, it's logical, probably less emotional in most cases. How did you transition from that environment to, being led by love?
Oh yeah, well, the last 2.5 decades, I've been a federal tax auditor as an auditor for large corporations. But the love, I've had some life flows, life things have happened, personal life journeys, and on a crooked path. And I went on a journey of falling in love with I. And that's the powerhouse, because when things just seem so crooked and bent, but at the end of the day, it's that crooked path is perfect because it is your path. And so that was always in there. It's inherently in there. But that's what makes me feel happy. And I figured even throughout all the audits, interacting with other people, being in different places, it was the humanness that count. And it was the power from within, because we need to lead with humanity and love and care. And so I thought it's just a fun project, not a fun project, but it's not. It's my life's purpose. I'd love to take them on that journey, to have the courage of journeying within, falling in love with the I within.
How do you fall in love with the I when you come from a place maybe of patterns that aren't the best? I don't want to say broken, but you're really out of alignment. If someone were to approach you and say, help me to get back to falling in love with the I, what would you tell them?
Oh yes, absolutely, because my own personal experiences, so many crookedness. I mean, we've had, a lot of people have had loss of divorce, jobs, death, illnesses. I myself was a cancer survivor, and it was broken, mind, body, and spirit during that time. And getting into that silence, right? Like we feel broken, we don't have the confidence, and something whispered that we have to find a tool, something that resonates with us, that we did come from somewhere. There are other forces around.
Right.
And it was during this cancer journey, actually, it sounded so awful being on a cancer journey, like broken mind, body, spirit. But at the same time that I felt that something was nudging me within, there was some greatness, there was this love within. And that experience, there was this light within. And so it's like it seemed this way, but something beautiful happened. And so I resonated with a few tools and with persistence and consistency, even when I didn't feel like doing it, even I didn't feel well, didn't feel good, I still practiced those tools. And one day, started to feel, wow, something awakened on the inside. And falling in love and feeling that love within that's inherently there, we all have it. We all have the gold pot. We all have those superpowers within. But we forget about it with culture and politics and busyness of society. And we just need to come back to that. And yeah, it was a powerful journey. And I just think it's the most important thing that for everyone, because it hits in every environment. And when we lead from love and compassion and care, we make better decisions. We make better decisions in all levels. It could be banking, government, personal life. Yes. And money. We make an impact on the healthcare system because we're happier within. So we're less ill. Yes.
There's a certain clarity that comes after life changes, like cancer or some other misalignment. I have to say, from my own experience, my mother is a breast cancer warrior. And she said to me one day, which was very profound, she says, the cancer saved my life, which is probably people are not used to hearing that. But it's very similar to what you said. It helped her change her mindset about how she approached things, about her relationships with people, how she took care of herself, how she loved herself. So that was her epiphany when she was going through the treatments. She's in remission now, but for her to say cancer saved her was really very empowering. How do you feel about that?
I can relate with that totally, because before cancer diagnosis over 2 decades ago, I did everything right to be healthy. I was gearing up for my black belt in Taekwondo. So I ate well, I exercised, I did all the thing. I was younger, and then I got hit with this, and there was no way. I drank my vitamins. And I actually was getting married to my Californian love, and it was one week before the wedding. But I didn't find out at that time. It was just during the honeymoon phase that just finished that all of this came down. And at the day of surgery, everyone said it was fibroids. And then when I heard the news that going into the surgery and not knowing what was going to happen, no one existed. Because I just went into this other way, screaming for God, my Father, and everything else fell away because no one else existed. It was just me and this greater force. And that was a light because everything shifted at that point. Things started to happen, the coincidences, the nurses that showed up, even during the anesthetic, after anesthetic, there was a light there. I was giggling and speaking to something, and I didn't want to be awake. So, and then my brother came up with this idea that we're going to do something extraordinary in those days, 2.5 decades, over 2 decades ago, journeying in a remote area in Brazil for alternative healing. And it's a big part of my life. So it's like, it was crooked here, but it was perfect.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for sharing candidly about your journey. And let's talk about the Peace Festival. You are the vice president for the International Peace Festival, correct? You're a peace ambassador?
I'm on the board for the Waterfront magazine, and on the board also for the International Peace Festival, and for the Films for Peace, I'm the vice president of Films for Peace, because there's different areas. There's the arts, there's the music, and fashion for peace, and I'm also representing that organization as a global peace ambassador.
Okay. And what is the premise of, you know, the Peace Ambassador program? What is it that you're trying to embody or share?
Yeah, I am using that Peace Ambassador program to share the message that, you know, it is all about love, under the umbrella, all about love. And my target audience are females. There's over 50% of the females in the world, and even in Canada right now, 2025, we can find discriminations and discrepancies to females in so many areas, on the decision table, in every environment.
Yes.
And I really do feel from even my own journey, like heartbreaks, losses of some kind, if we had that strength and confidence within, would this still would have happened? You know, because when we feel that strength and that love within, we don't need external validations. So things, it's a ripple outward, you know? So I am using the platform to share that message, and and I love being a judge for films, because I think through art, it's humanity. It's listening to someone else's story or seeing it in action and go, wow, I didn't know that happened in South Africa. And you can learn so many things within an hour, and then realize, you know what? All our diversities and differentness, we're all alike. We want the same things. It's just shaded a bit different, you know?
Absolutely.
So I'm using the Ambassador Peace to spread that message in different areas.
That is amazing. And I just want to say thank you to you and your team for nominating me a few times for the Waterfront magazine. The women's, it's only for women, correct?
Yes.
The women, help me with the title.
It's an award of women contributing
Women contribution
to community, to society, and in the area. So we award, and it's in different categories.
Okay. How many categories?
I think there's about 17 categories.
Okay.
So yes, and you've been nominated a few times.
I have.
Yes.
I'm very grateful.
So she is a nominee of the Waterfront magazine.
Yes, so I
Yes.
thank you for that, and I would love for people to know how to get involved with the Waterfront, the Peace program that you have, and also to learn more about the SNS Powered by Love.
Well, the SNS Powered by Love is really important to me, because I am leading retreats in Colombia, in the mountains of Colombia, the beautiful mountains of Colombia, where half of it is tools to access your superpower, and gratefulness, mirror technique, immersion in nature, and another half of it is alternative healing physical modalities. There's crystal healings, there's electromagnetic frequencies. So that really, really is at the heart for me, because I'm really passionate about it's all about love. And so SNS Powered by Love, and part of that is speaking, because I'm using my voice I've spoken in a few countries before and would like to increase that. And this year I was at the United Nations as a delegate, but I do go to the United Nations, and I plan to use Powered by Love, and it's all about love, on bigger platforms, right? And I am an author of my best-selling book, The Crooked Path is Perfect, and I love, love, love my title, and I love, love, love the book, but I'm going to be a fourth-time author next year, so all of that is under the Powered by Love.
And that's on your website?
It's on my website.
Okay.
Yes.
Is the book also available on Amazon?
Yes, the book is available on Amazon and Apple, Barnes & Noble, quite a few platforms. The Crooked Path is perfect.
The Crooked Path is perfect.
Yes,
That is
I
fantastic.
love it.
All
I was
right.
bringing you the book as part of the gift tonight, but it's at home.
Oh, that's
I left
okay.
it at home.
Another reason to come and visit me again.
Yes,
Thank you
yes,
so
yes,
much.
thank you,
And
Nikki.
again, where can people find you? On Instagram, any social media?
Well, I am on all of social media, so as Satie, Satie, and my name is actually Narain, Narain -Simon. I also have a website. It's All About Love, so it's its allaboutLove.ca, and I'm on LinkedIn with the same name and Facebook.
Okay. It's always a pleasure speaking with you. I'm just spellbound by just, your incredible energy and the type of humanity you have to push humanity forward with all your initiatives. So thank you very much for everything that you've contributed.
Thank you so much, Nikki, for having me on your show.
Satie Nairan Simon, everyone. Please follow her on social media and show her lots of love. We'll be right back.